Welcome one and all to Bookshop Simulator, where we are running a bookshop. This should be fun. Here's our first problem. We're open. If you're open, you're losing money. It's the way it is at a bookshop. Actually, most of the successful bookstores, used bookstores I knew, tended to keep their hours open. Like, we're open 3 days a week, and for like 4 hours each of those days. They were open way longer than I do recall anyone else ever being, in terms of the used bookstore gang. At least in terms of places that didn't get a lot of foot traffic. I mean, there's a used bookstore that was downtown that I think did a lot better. I'm trying to see what some of these books are here, because like these are, I mean, the Bad Batsby, of course, the Great Gatsby, you know, the Lord of the Bling, the Two Spires, Lord of the Ring, the Two Towers. What I actually caught my eye was the fact that like I could actually figure out what some of these comics were supposed to be. Because like you have like this one down here, that's clearly supposed to be Green Lantern. That one's like Captain Marvel. Can't quite make out what the words on this one are, but the kind of the font look kind of makes me think Superman. Like when they had that whole thing when that Superman died and then they had break it into a whole bunch of different Supermen. Like that's what that kind of reminds me of. I don't know this one. I swear I've seen it before, but I could not tell you off the top of my head. And of course, this is Spider-Man. I could tell you that without like looking blind on it. That's almost like, I'm pretty sure that's Ultimate Spider-Man, actually, judging by the cover. Jane Land. I think that's Jane Eyre. I don't know. So yeah, since I used to work at a used bookstore, I figured it'd be fun to kind of play this and revisit some old memories and tell some old stories, because heck, those people ain't gonna find me ever again, so. What the? Seriously? Okay, first of all, I'm getting some graphical issues here. Let me turn this down a little bit here. Texture. There is... there is no reason... Every time I click the texture quality thing, it glitches out. I'm still getting it. I don't know why. Whatever. Bookcase delivered outside, installed in your shop. Is that what this is? Yeah. Okay, we opened it. Oh, this, yeah, where's the door? Okay, I want to go directly across from the door. I want there to be one bookshelf all the way, not even against the wall, because that'd almost be too aesthetically pleasing. Just right there, kind of floating out in the middle of nowhere. It's the most, like, liminal, threatening-looking bookstore ever so far. You could bring it inside, delivery guy. It's not gonna kill you. Can I put this by the door? I don't really have room. Yes, come in, come to our one bookshelf, walk all the way back, pay me. Open books and more. Oh god, are we buying bulk from a website? I do appreciate all the fake names. Stuart B.I.G. Children's books are of course more expensive, I guess. What do I need to do? Navigate to the licenses tab. Right, okay, I did that. Do I just grab a few? I think it was funny. Actually, when we had a used bookstore, one of the big things in it was the fact that we had children's books that we would sell for usually half. Look, essentially our bookstore, I'll just tell you, it's not even open anymore. It was called $2 Books. The whole thing was, you know, we would sell most of our books for $2. Essentially, if it was a paperback, we sold it for $2. And our kids' books usually were half of that. So we would have kids' books for $1 and $2. But then we would have like some kids' books, like little flimsy preschool books that didn't even have like a spine to them. Those would be like 50 cents. Can you imagine? Oh man, did I? Oh, I didn't order 8 copies or 3 copies. I ordered 3 boxes of each. Oh. And because of that, but even then, like, you'd think 50 cents, that'd be like, oh yeah, that's a pretty good price for a little kid's book, right? You know, you get a little bit of entertainment for your kids, and it's only 50 cents. Yeah, no, people still complain about that. That's too much. What? I would only charge a nickel. Well, that's lovely for you, but you're not trying to keep a store open. Oh, and heaven forbid we ended up with a popular title that a lot of people asked for come in and we charged regular price for a kid's book. Oh, yeah, no. Like, oh, the Goosebumps, or not Goosebumps, but, you know, take a Goosebumps kind of book, like, something like that. And assume that, like, it's hidden off the shelf and we had a lot of requests for it and things like that. We finally get in a copy. Oh, we're going to charge you $2 for it because it's a paperback. We're not going to charge you more than we would charge for a normal paperback, but we will charge you what we had for a paperback for it because it's you know, a lot of people want this. You know, demand. You'd think we would have burned down the Louvre. This is all empty. Oh. Yeah, in hindsight, I probably just should be placing these instead of... But man, if you run a discount, like, used bookstore, it's like, good luck. Everyone wants the best possible deal. It's pretty much people treat it like you're running a garage sale. And they think the same thing applies. People want to haggle, people want to... let's see here. Interact with the price tag to adjust the prices. But market price is $13. I'm gonna go 20% over market price. Alright, with the... There is a light switch! They are not put off by this at all, apparently. I like your gloves, though. You're kidding. Interact with the checkout counter. Total is 7,865. They probably wouldn't like it if that's actually what I charged them. $78.65. Do I want to know why you want 2 copies of Vladkula? I mean, I'm not going to argue with you, but... Keep assuming the decimal's going to already assume that it's going to be in there. See, you're sensible. You're buying 1 of each. You know, that's good. Hi. Again, 1 of each. Much more sensible. Unless you were getting, like, gifts. And just like, I guess? But why would you get a gift for a book someone, you know? How's stream been going? It's been going pretty good. We're apparently selling quite a good books, despite the fact that I'm you don't have hair. Sometimes you need a backup book or one for collecting. I guess that's true. Collecting is a good point. Like, you want one to read and you want one to, like, have on the shelf for, like, display purposes. Alright, so, you have change, $5. Oh, you're nice enough to tell me. I wish it was that nice. Oh, exact change. Thank you. Alright, I should probably stock up more copies of The Dulling here. I'm just chucking that stuff outside. Hello. You're from like the 80s. 31.46, exact change. Credit card. There you go. Man, I wish we had a till that actually told you, like, exactly how much money to give them back. That was always the worst thing. Even at a place where, like, everything costs $2. Like, our entire store, just all it was, $2, $2, $2. And it was great, you know? Oh. Yeah, I should, $8 and 54 cents. Have you heard we phased out the penny? And you're a Japanese schoolgirl or a cosplayer. Although, honestly, if I had to be honest, like, my least favorite thing about working the register at the used bookstore was, when we had to work... When we had to get change at work. Because there was no, like, oh, well, we have a way of making change and everything like that. It's like, no, no, no. Our way is to go over to the nearby grocery store and go and ask them for change for like a 10 or something like that. One, two, three, four. Yeah, we are almost out of copies of Dankenstein here. Just set that there for right now. $50, so you get 12. 81. I am surprised we're doing this well on business in a store that literally only carries 3 horror novels. Like, we don't even have a diversified, like, genre. I guess we're the place to come if you want horror books. You gotta go to the bank twice a week just for work just to make change. See, at a bank, going to a bank though, that makes sense to me. Like that's what a bank is for. I get that. It felt so scummy going over to the grocery store up to their customer service counter and like getting rolls of quarters. That would be odd. Yeah, it wasn't just odd, it was downright just uncomfortable. Like, I didn't like doing it. It always felt like we were just... It felt like going over to McDonald's and asking them for change. So far, no one's put off by our weird liminal bookcase. Get $1. Wait, why did you give me $16.70? There was no way you didn't have $15.73 exactly, and then also gave me an extra $1 to make it $16.73. There's no combination of... Oh, hi. Like, you can't have a 45 and then $3, but not $2. See, that makes sense. She just had a 20. I wonder when we close. Why does a trash can cost $200? I have never in my life spent more than $150 on a trash can. Just saying. Oh, sorry. I didn't realize time kept moving. $62.92. Hold the snap key and point the side shelf. Oh. Why do I feel like I know her from somewhere? Platinum blonde hair, aqua blue. It feels like it reminds me of another character from something else. Okay, what is the snap hotkey? Control. I also want a trash can. Because you people are filthy. Do I have any open boxes? Okay, I have some Dankenstein left. Roll these out here. They'll go away, right? Eventually? I have to imagine so. That's how it always works when I throw garbage out on the streets. Someone will take it, right? That's called recycling. I throw it out on the streets and some homeless people use it. Recycling. That's a horrible thing to say, by the way, but I don't know if it's necessarily wrong. Buy a personal shelf? Why do I want a personal shelf? Oh wait, I didn't hit buy, did I? Buy now. And it just shows up. I don't have to wait for shipping or nothing. I just don't know what this does. Hello, kitty. What is the personal shelf? I'm gonna pick it up and interact with the bookshelf. Oh! In that case... Alright, well... We're done that. I guess I need more books, though. I need one more box of those, one box of those. Oh, so there are 10... I should have read that. That's a 10-pack. Okay. No, not... Sure, basis? Oh! Oh! Duh! Basis by Isa Vomisa. It's Isaac Asimov. It's Foundation. Foundation, basis. Basis, foundation. And of course, beginner's game. So now we have beginner's game. Open this. It's like, I know I could eventually get into this. Not what I wanted. Yeah, I could just put it back here. Perfect. That works. The dulling would obviously be The Shining, right? I think we can all figure that one out. And then, of course, Vladula is Dracula. I think by far was our most popular book. Alright, with our money left, what else can we do here before we get started? Ooh, I could... Once I... Customize your tiles? Good thing you don't have to worry about everyone buying the book who could want it, and then you're stuck with a ton of backstock. That is actually what happened when I worked at the bookstore. We had everyone and their mother, literally, asking for a copy of Twilight, and we couldn't get any in because no one was trading them in. But by the time that people actually were done with the Twilight books and they were trading them in and stuff like that, we ended up with so many like Twilight books, and this happened again with 50 Shades of Grey. You think we would have learned, but no. That we ended up with so many of them that we could build like little like walls out of them and everything like that. And we called up everyone we had on our wait list for it, and they're like, nah, I don't need it anymore. We ended up with so many of these things. And no one to buy them. That's the problem with fad books. Oh, yeah. It was the worst. There. Tons of those people don't even read normally, so it's like a different audience entirely. Yeah, I kind of wish, like, because it's one of those things, like, they come into the store, and that's all they want. They're not going to look around to see what else we have. We had 32 customers. We actually lost money. Oh, wow. How did... Oh, that's because of the new the replenished stock we did at the end of the day. That's why. Wow. I had kind of expected those to go away. Wait, the black paint was brown all along? Drat! Feels so tricked. Although honestly, the dark brown goes really well with this cash register. Alright, so we gotta get used bookshelf. Oh! It's a used bookshelf as it is a bookshelf for holding used books. Do you have stuff in it? No. Okay, so not only that, but we apparently got a Corinthian marble column. Now, I wanted to quick close this and put the box. No. These games love making you take out the trash for some reason. Well, I mean, it is called a simulator. But I have just spent like 2 weeks here at my new house I just moved into, taking out, breaking down, and getting rid of cardboard boxes. So, you know what? They could just sit out there and rot for all I care. You all had it coming. I mean, I've got a trash can in here I could probably put them in too, but... That's where the legendary book goes. I don't know what a mythical book is. I don't really own any mythical books. Here. Not supported. This does not qualify as a mythical book, apparently. Do I have a mythical book out here? Move to an open spot. Open the... Whoa. It's a loot box? At least those are used, so you could put them on the used shelf. I could. Or I could secretly mix them in with the new books and charge twice as much. Celsius 232.778. The Bad Batsby. I like how they don't get cool covers if they're used. They're just colorful, like... taped on plastic covers like you would do with a textbook when you were in school. Return of the Bling King, Lonesome Pigeon, another copy of Bad Batsby. There. Now I have a powerful, legendary book, granting me a bonus of some kind. Yeet. Market price? $6. We'll go 40% over, There we go. 20 bucks each for those. Is there a round of these? You have to come around the good bookshelves to back to the bad book, the used bookshelves. So no one has to see you being poor and on my bookstore. We respect privacy. Check out 20 customers. Oh, I should probably open the store too, shouldn't I? Easier for them to buy things when I'm at the store or at the store is open. You enjoying the legendary book? Oh, you don't like how much those cost, huh? Well, clearly you're not a big sci-fi fan. Because real sci-fi fans will pay those prices. You probably don't even know who these people are. You gotta do a little gatekeeping if you want to make sure that you're getting the best customers. Pretty sure that's how that works. Oh, fine, I'll reduce it. How's that? So I can give them too much money. You're back. I assume you're the same person that was here yesterday. That or there's way too many people in this town that have no hair. What, none of you want to pay that much for a used book? You bought a lot. So what else happened when I was at the bookstore? Well, let's see. We had... So we had a pair of bosses. They were husband and wife. They were kind of insane. Like, everything would be a huge overreaction if something didn't go their way. They liked to do things like manipulate you. Whoa. Jeez. You are officially the biggest seller that we had for the day. So they would do things like, we had another employee who broke her glasses, and she just didn't have the money to get them repaired. So they're like, oh yeah, we will get you those glasses that you need because you're our employee, and we worry about you, and we want to take care of you, and we care about you. And that sounded all nice. Until she wanted to take some vacation time while they were gone. Well, they wanted her to work the store, and she wanted to take some time off. And then all of a sudden it was like, well, I guess, but it's a shame that, you know, we went and got you those glasses, and this is how you repay us? A big thing of it is they also did not ever care about running a bookstore. I mean, just flat out never did. They essentially inherited a warehouse full of books, used books, and from there decided to open a used bookstore with it because, hey, that'll be easy and fun. Wow, they're kind of ripping through this. Alright. So really, they tried to do whatever they could to not work at the store as you know, as much as they could. They tried to delegate as much as possible, and then of course, you know, complained that they weren't making enough money because they hired you know, a dozen employees to work the place. Luckily, they had a solution for that, which was called paying everybody as a, quote, 1099 employee. Those who are not familiar with American wage labor laws, that's not a thing and is blatantly illegal to do. And we could have reported them, but at the time, it was very much... Look, the economy was in the tanker at the time, and we just needed a job of some kind. I think it was after I worked there for, I think, about 3 years that we finally got them to actually pay us, like, as legal W-2 signed employees. Dig the suit, Joker Man. Dig the exact change, Joker Man. Bill pay. Pay the rent, play the... So not only were they manipulative, terrible people, but they were also criminal, corner-cutting, awful business owners. Okay, all the used books are sold. Really? Not nearly as many big fans of Basis. I guess they prefer guitar. Your hair looks lovely. Your apron does not. You want me to expand? I got a paint bucket. Hey, you're back again. Nice to see you. You and Justin Timberlake over here, you're gonna buy something? You're not nothing. Okay. Well, I take back what I said about you, Mr. Joker. Sailor Moon's back. Oh. None of you want Basis. Why? You want Basis. You've got it right. Okay. I'm gonna call you Vegito. I don't like that color. Much better color. Tiles are outside? Oh. Yeah, not like I could make it match, maybe? Jeez. What is Bletmart? Oh, I could buy. Oh, I could buy a cat. Well, eventually, apparently. That's for hiring an employee. He's in here. This will be the rare books. I don't know what a rare book is. You have what color would you normally associate with fantasy? Brown? Blue? Red? Like, green is very clearly our sci-fi choice, and black is our horror. Dark brown, I don't know what the heck. Black looks like black here, but that's what we got. So what would fantasy be? Because that's the next one we're doing. Because we're a genre shop, really. So maybe... tablet. Let's see what we can find in terms of books. We can get a few more licenses, right? Accessories, special books, used books. We got a box of used books. Alright, so let's see. Should get probably 2 boxes of each. I probably only need one box of basis because we didn't like, sell out by any means. yeah, I was also gonna buy some 3 boxes of used books. Do you mind? I'm throwing garbage here. I don't know why I'm doing like a New York accent for any of this stuff. Technically we're in France, according to the thing. The Ballad of Heat and Chill. I love it. Someone's gonna get around here and eventually notice. Do we get any good ones? Game designed for nitwits, ego and bigotry, attempting the art of French cooking, how to win enemies and dissuade people, where the tame things are. Oklahoma? The very angry caterpillar. This is book 1 of A Game of Power. So dank. So dull. I like how it makes you open the box before you can put them on the shelf. Now there's 8 on each shelf of basis. Ah. Ah, beginner's game. Truly, the most popular sci-fi book novel of our age. Woo! The Speed Book. So, when I get one of these, like, does it qualify as a mythical book or a rare book? All right, gotta go get food because it's evening here and haven't eaten. Have a good one. Oh, thank you, docent. Thank you for hanging out. Have a good meal. A first edition. Love having first editions. At least it's an honest to goodness first edition. Unlike that time one of my bosses tried to ask me to sell a, oddly enough, this was, geez, this was 20, this was 2012, 2013, I think maybe. And to give you an idea of like where we were looking at time-wise in terms of politics, because that is important to this story. We had a copy, paperback, little paperback copy, mass market of The Art of the Deal by Mr. Donald Trump. And on the inside, there was a laser printed, like just part of the inking process, like not handwritten or anything, cop signature from Donald Trump. And my boss was like, oh man, it's a signed copy. We need to sell this for like $100 or something. I'm like, okay, one, I don't think $100, you could get a signed copy of Art of the Deal for, you could get $100 for a signed copy at that point. Second of all, that is not an actual signature. That is just part of like an image that was printed of his signature that was printed in the book. And third of all, if we did that, it's in all the books. And he's like, well, then we should probably just list them all as like signed copies, right? No, I was saying the opposite. Right? Oh no, they don't want like $20 books. They constantly wanted me to try and list things as signed, or like, even if it like, oh, it's signed, but it ain't signed by the author. Can we just say it is? Because I was, for the most part, what got me through that job and kept me sane is I didn't work the counter. I didn't work I worked the online sales half of things. So I would find the books that we got traded in that were actually worth more than like what we would sell. Now it's just a war of attrition between me and the game about which is going to run out first. Their patience for spawning in, having all the boxes here, or my willingness to walk in here without problems. No, not that. Not that either. I want to pick up the spray paint. There. Can I change the color of this? Ooh, I can. Ooh, I can make it kind of greenish, like copper? I don't know. All right. It's another glorious day in the book business. So yeah, we found books like essentially like this that were like worth something, and we would take those and take them off the regular shelves and put them online. For sales, and I would handle selling those, listing them, shipping them, that sort of thing. That was all my job. And that kept me sane because, dear goodness, I could not deal with the rest of the stuff, like anxiety-wise, or... Really? You're just buying book 3? Okay. You're just buying book 3. Your suits are getting worse. Crazy fashion in this town. What can you do? It's France. Because, man, the customers were nuts. Like, my bosses were... I'm starting to think just bookshops in general are just full of crazy people. Because we'd have people coming in just going like, okay, you guys give, like, half credit for trades, right? Which was our policy when we started. And after we started getting so many books that we had no way of, like, keeping up with, we eventually decided to go back and revise that policy. Whoa! I don't know if we're going to get anyone who's going to buy, like, $200 worth of books again today. But then they would come in and be like, okay, well, I want trade credit for this. And they'd trade in 20 phone books. Because they're quote-unquote books. So they wanted trade credit for that. And God have mercy on your soul if you did not give it to them. You bought the entire trilogy. I get you. You bought 2 used copies of the 2 Spires. You think they ever fight over, like, the last copy of something? I'd really like to see if they did. $3. Thank you. Come again. Thank you. Read again. You bought a used copy of The Dulling and not a new one, huh? Well, I'm assuming you're having fun. Woo! I can get a pet! Okay, what are we... We're not out. Copies of The Dulling out. Copies of Bladula. And Dankenstein, because, you know, apparently that's our popular one. Tell you about that weight, honey. How you doing? Getting some good air in there? Nice out there, ain't it? Yeah. 2 copies of The Dulling and 2 copies of the first book of the Lord of the Somethings or something, right? That's crazy. You... What? How much was it? Oh. Gave me exact change. I was giving him a 5. I don't know. I thought I saw a 7. You look like you're wearing something that would be like the Joker, not the Joker, but like the Mask would wear. Back change. Now that's what the Mask would wear. Oh geez, that's like dead on, man. Hello. Noticed you bought 2 copies of book 1 and 2 copies of book 3. But none of book 2? Did you already have 2 copies of book 2? Was it a very, very awkward Christmas? No one's beaten that one sale from this morning. This was close. That was not. Oh, geez, we're out of book 3. This is the most unrealistic part of this game, honestly, in terms of being a simulation. Because, well, what, is the first edition too expensive for you? I'm kind of curious. Can I do this? Will I run out? It's getting really tall. Okay, does it keep stacking? How high does it go? How high does it go? Oh, fine. Enjoy your penny, sir. Oh. You were almost hit the record for today. I didn't even see you pick all these up. Jeez. Well, I mean, at least we're making money. You bought all this, but the first edition is what was too expensive for you. Sorry, dude, we're just out. Can I just close up for the day? I have to start going further and further away. Start throwing trash closer to the tree. I mean, it's cardboard. It's kind of made out of wood. It's paper, right? So tree and cardboard, they're like cousins. They get along. All right. We are wiped. We sold everything today. Jeez. So we can get more licenses now. Available licenses, 1. We'll do sci-fi then, because... Two of those, 2 of those, 2 of those. 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 2 of those. Those. 2 of those. And 3 of those. Then make this 4. Now we should be able to put out a little bit more of an assortment of books. Still need another horror book to fill that out. Let's do the used books first. Anything good? Nope, just a bunch of used. Come on, big money, big money, big money, big money. Special. Ooh, a signed copy. Ooh, 2 signed copies. The girl with the Hydra tattoo and AFK girl. Although I am not 100% that that's his Amy Pike. In fact, it almost seems like these 2 books signed by the same person, despite the fact that I'm pretty sure the authors are at least different genders. One time we actually had someone come into the bookstore that, they had a first edition signed copy of Dune by Frank Herbert. Like, they had it pristine quality. It was wrapped up in cloth to keep it safe and clean. Yeah, Astrology Killer. I don't know what that is, but it's also signed. It was safe and clean, everything like that. It had like a map of Arrakis on the inside. It was, of course, signed. And he was asking, like, he was showing it to us, which was amazing. It was so cool to see. But he showed it to us, and he's like, so at auction, I've currently got a standing bid for like 600 something bucks. That's cool. It wasn't, I mean, to be fair, I mean, it was like, he kept it in good condition because of everything. But at the same time, it wasn't a great condition book to begin with. Is that the Egyptian Book of the Dead? Are we gonna summon a mummy with this? It was already kind of a worn copy and everything like that, so it wasn't, you know, perfect or anything. Like, it wasn't like mint by any means. But, you know, he still a good copy and everything like that. But he showed it as like, he's like, what could you give me for trade? You know, for what would you pay for this? He's like, you mean as the store or like me personally? Because I don't have that kind of money. He's like, no, the store. He's like, yeah, I mean, I'd have to double check with the boss, but I'm pretty sure the best we could do for you is like 50 cents in trade credit. He got a good laugh out of that. Which, I mean, to be fair, and that's about all we could do. I don't know what else to tell him, but... Beautiful item. no way anyone at our store was going to be able to afford it. Do robots dream of electric cats? Speaking of which, we should get a cat in here. There's a furniture. I like the antique chair. Let Mark. Oh, here, adopt them. Aw, kitties. Ink. Ambrose, Whiskers, Shadow. Shadow kind of looks like my cat. Although, it's kind of hard to resist Max. The cat named Max who has an M on his head. Yeah, we'll put the cat litter back here by the rare books. Oh, I can't put it like on top of something? That is a very big box for a water bowl. It's probably mostly packing peanuts. Like styrofoam holding the plastic bowl for the water in place. Oh, you've got like weird spots. Figure out the best way to do this. I'm kind of worried that if you let the cat out, he'll just run off. I don't know. Let's find out. Oh, you can pet the cat. That is adorable. I love it. I always love bookstores and stuff that have pets, like cats in the windows and things like that. Max. Be a good kitty and don't stray outside. Max? Max? Oh, there you are. You're the heck out of me, cat. Beginner's game. An extra pack of new robots. And our final one, another shelf of Dankenstein. The dankest! Take care, Max. I need to set some prices. Market price to round. All right. Off the lights. Oh, bill pay. Pay all. And end the day. I think we did good work today. I think we did some serious... We made $20 in profit. But that's after the licenses, the furniture, the products, everything like that, like restocking the store. We always have to remember that. Like, $20 in profit doesn't sound like a lot, but that's also after everything else. Hey, Max. There's an achievement for patting the cat 20 times. All right. And we're open. Oh, wait, no. 1 sec. Want to swap out my legendary book. Aw, they like the cat. Yeah. Now I'm starting to wonder if I could stack up those boxes out there and make them like a tower. Hey Max, where you going? I was hoping he wouldn't run away because I don't think there's a way to close the door, like when the store's open. So when I worked at trying to sell all the online books at the bookstore, I had to invent a whole system for that place, just simply because the way they saw it is like, if a book is at a certain price, we should sell it at that price, and if it's over what we would sell it for by even a penny, it needs to go online, which was not an economical use because we had very limited store space for all of these online listed books. And we really had to like put priority on it because some of them were like, yeah, this book is going online for $2.50 and it has a sales ranking of 1,000,008. If you're not familiar with how the online ranking system works on Amazon, essentially it represents how frequently a book is purchased. Books that are bought constantly tend to have very low sales ranks. The higher it is the higher, less frequently they're bought. So you have a book that maybe someone bought once on there, because if it has no sales rank, that means no one's ever bought it. But if it has some sort of sales rank, well, then someone's bought it. And they're of the mind that if someone's bought it, we should sell it for. But I'm giving up real estate in a very small room. And handing that over just so they can put on books that are not gonna sell. So I had to do things like, okay, well, based off of the sales rank, it needs to be this percentage of what we would sell it in the store for. Because I gotta assume that it's gonna take a while for it to sell, and if it ends up depreciating in value or anything like that, it's gotta be able to hold its cost. So I developed this whole rigmarole system to try and make sure that, you know, we were only keeping around things that would A, sell, or B, if they weren't going to sell very often, if they were worth it. Whoa! 3 copies of Beginner's Game? That was a $500 sale. I also would do things like have to go through and pull out a full list of all the books we had online sales and find them and see what we had in terms of oh, you're buying a signed book. Oh, geez. What are we at? We're at, oh, wow, we are way early on. And we were already sold out on so many things. So is it any wonder to anyone, based on everything I'm telling you, that when I left and got a better job somewhere else, I left the bookstore, that place closed completely within like 3 months of me leaving. Seriously, I drove past it one time because honestly, I lived not too far away from it. And it was kind of on the way sometimes, depending on where I was going. I looked over and noticed the fact that it was gone completely. They moved out. Apologies. Oh! One of these days, I'm actually gonna try and see what happens if I try and overcharge them. We'll do it here. Ah, it just tells you incorrect value. Wait, aren't you that lady from Portal? I mean, good on you for getting some reading done, and goodness knows you probably missed a few. You know, for being a bookstore, where are all the old Russian men? I'm used to there being a lot more old Russian and Jewish men in bookstores. That's just a me thing. I wonder if I could change the music in here at all. Oh! Someone's on a shopping spree. They have almost cleaned us out again. These? Oh, nope, they sold all of the, sold all of the rare books. We got a few sci-fi books left, and we got a few Game of Power books. This is basis in a Game of Power. It's the last beginner's game. What The heck was that pose? You see that? It's like right up, like straight back, like there's good posture, and then there's you look like a default pose of some kind. Just saying. Max. Well, at least they all like my cat. You look like the girl from Pokemon Sun and Moon. Sorry, is that rude to say to your face when you're buying things from me? I don't know. And we're going to put this back because that gives me the discount in the apps, and the apps are what I use to buy things. First and foremost, we need a scratching post. Because are you kidding me? Of course we need a scratching post. Max guards the rare books. Max is the guardian of the rare books. Let's get all of these out. This is somewhat actually nauseating, going back and forth like this. But at this point, I am trying to prove a point. The point being, I don't want to throw things away. Wow. Alright, bill pay. Nope, we don't need anything from Bletmart. More? Do we have any available licenses? Need a horror. What genre? That. Not many horror books, really, if you look at it. That, Marie, Maniac. We're gonna have to go with that, though. By Stephen Queen. Or more boxes of used books. No special books. I don't know what special books are, actually. I'm trying to figure out what... So these are like candy and board games? Or anything new in here I could get? Not really. That's beginner's game. Trying to make this easier on me in the long run, just put them all like where they need to go. Actually, instead of bringing all of these inside, can I just leave them out here? Like the duplicate boxes? I mean, there doesn't appear to be any... I keep thinking I probably shouldn't. Yeah, it feels like it'd be an effective strategy, though. You know, I'm kind of just like, you know what? Why not? We'll see. We'll leave it out there for the night. Anything good? Another signed copy of AFK Girl. Find an open spot. At this point, I'm going to have to buy an entire section. Ooh, Cretaceous Park First Edition. Famous battles of World War IV? Okay. I, for one, was a big fan of World War IV. I think it was fought with sticks and stones. I remember this because my bones were broken. Give me something good. Oh, that's a signed copy. Although that signed copy isn't worth nearly as much as the other signed copies. used books. Big money, big money, big money, big money, big money, big money. Nothing. Absolutely nothing. All right, we'll leave one box out there just to kind of see what happens. Just seems like wasteful to put all of it out there, and like if all of it disappears, it's like, oh wow, we just lost like $1,000. Actually, I know the perfect thing to put out there. What is it? Nope. Well, where was it? I thought we had another thing of basis over out in here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, you could stay out. We'll see if someone steals that. Then again, that might not be a great test of the system, seeing it's our least popular book. It might just be the fact that it's, like, not good. We're stocking the roses red. We're stocking the roses red. Oh golly gee, oh Mr. Shop Owner, why must we stock them red? I ever mentioned that my favorite book, Alice in Wonderland. I don't even necessarily know why. Did you see it? See what? That. Did they just walk through them? I don't. Kind of wish that you could have like the sticker on the side. So I could see like what it is when I stack them instead of just always relying on having to look at the tops of the boxes. At least the music's nice and chill. Alright, let's set some prices here. We've refilled the cat stuff. Place our ancient book of things and then pay everything. See, we went from having like 20 something profit after restocking and everything to now today we had 2,000 profit after restocking and everything. Oh good, they're still there. All right, I think we are... Oh, I forgot we could get one more license after last night. What do we need? Another sci-fi or another fantasy? By genre. Sure, we'll do Fogborn. That'll make my wife happy. All right, I think we're good. Ready to open. Start day 5. I think it'll be the last day we actually do. Come get your books. If you can stand and conquer the wall of cardboard, it guards the shop from those who are unworthy. Also Max. Max also helps with that. Although Max mostly guards the rare books. Jeez, everyone buying stuff. I am not used to people buying rare books and like this eagerly. That's where the orange suit with the blue tie runs. It's Mr. Woodchuck from Full House. Jeez. $504. That was a good purchase. No one's over here, right? Watching them shop. Two copies of Game of Power for some reason. Wait. Phoenix, right? Is that you? Ah! Oh, you got a signed copy too. I also think it's unheard of for people to be giving this many people giving exact change at a bookstore. Or any store, really, honestly. Jeez, heavy reader, huh? I need to start pulling in. Says something though. I mean, we are now at the point where we're having to restock before noon. Alright, about that. Let me grab this for you. See, that's $6 and change there. That's I don't know if their personal preferences mean anything at this point. Like, as far as I can tell, there is no rhyme or reason to what these people won't buy. Like, if you go over to them like this, prefers true crime mystery reference. Can I recommend you a book? No, you don't want Dinkles? Okay. Well, I know. How about a no? I give up recommending things to you. I mean, if you don't like a Game of Power, but say you were a true crime fan, I don't know what to do with you. I mean, it's granted, it's a fantasy novel, but it's very true crime-y. I like to think so, at least. See, she likes them. See you, Phoenix Wright. Oh, you're... Whoa. You're just stacking up. Man, the upside... Looks like they're not clearing us out anymore. Sailor Moon's stocking up on sci-fi books. Hey, Max. Also, one of your favorite genres is reference? The hell, man. So I can give too much change, but it won't let me give too much change. Geez, Sailor Moon rocking out. Still just standing there? Weird. He's weird. Don't you think so? You're weird. Here, let me recommend to you... Stop recommending book. I'm done with you. And you bought stuff anyway. I don't know if it's just they'll buy anything I put out, or if I am just appealing to a very specific demographic that just loves everything I'm doing. You know, the wide-eyed, vacant staring group. No? And there's Punky Brewster. One hour left. We're almost out of stock. Will they clean us out again? I just noticed their symbol for money. That's not the euro or the franc. When did France switch to just using Bitcoin? Did somebody say what? Mr. Woodchuck. It was Uncle Joey's puppet. I don't know what it is about the music in this, but it feels very like orchestrally. It feels very much, I don't know, Persona 5-y. I don't know why I'm saying it's not nearly as. Don't get me wrong, the Persona 5 music is way better, but just in terms of like mood, you know, right? I don't think it's that unreasonable to say. Oh, I wonder where they were leaving. Ah. Oh. Apparently I had 2 copies of that left. Oh yeah, I had a whole nother box of you. Throw out everything. I think we did pretty good. Wait, did we have another box in here that we just did not open? No, okay. Well, we found the Triforce. Like, seriously, it's got the Z's and everything on it. We got this, which I want to say is from Elder Scrolls. Like, that looks almost like the Book of the Nine or like something like that, right? That is definitely from the Mummy. You like scratching post? Do you use it? So at the end of the day, we had 49 customers at the end of day 5. We sold almost 5,000 Bitcoin worth of books.